Hello there, and welcome to Dare to Live with Mary Ajabe. How are you doing? How has it been? Yes, I know it's been a minute. I wasn't able to record last week, and so it was a bit of a hassle for me. I missed you guys. Did you miss me? Well, I missed you. Welcome again to Dare to Live podcast with Mary Ajabe. As you know, this podcast is aimed towards encouraging you and really just helping you to daily dare to live. So in the last podcast, I think that was a week ago, thereabouts, 2 weeks ago, yeah, I'm correct. I talked about be still, and know that God is God, be still. And towards the ending, I started to talk about who's in the boat with you. I don't know if you remember that, but so yeah, that would lead me into my conversation for today. Who is in the boat with you? We are all in a boat, and I like to call it the boat of life, right? At different times in a different season, we're at different places in our lives, and headed towards different destinations, that is. So the question, who is in the boat with you, is one for you to ponder on, to think about who is in the boat with you, who's doing life with you, right? So I remember that the story in the Bible about Jesus, and Jesus and the disciples. So there are two parts. There are two different stories, but this particular one I'll be talking about is the one where Jesus was also in the boat with them, and he was sleeping. He found a cool place, and in the boat, and went to rest his head. And the storm arose, and the disciples, started to scream, and everybody started panicking, and a whole lot of things started happening, and everyone basically went AWOL or AWire. That is. And the disciples went to wake him up, like, Master, there's a storm. This is what is happening. This is it. This is that. And Jesus, opening his eyes from his sleep, was just resting jejely. Just looked at them, and the story goes on to talk about the conversation he had with them about their fate and all of that. And when it almost seemed like they didn't get the gist of what he was saying, just say, storm, spoke to the storm instead, and say, yeah, you storm, please be still. And there are a lot of angles and lessons to learn from that story, but the part that I've decided to pick out for us all today is who is in the boat with you. This boat called life. We're all in the boat, and heading towards different destinations. So my question again to you is, who is in the boat of life with you? Friends, family, just doing life alone, no community? Is Christ in the boat with you? Or things, or just your past in forms of so many things, So I want you to just, for a minute, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a boat, a very nice boat. You're the driver's, seat. You're driving. Try and imagine who are the recipients, or who are the people, the passengers that you have in your boat. Do you have someone seated with you in the driver's seat of the boat? Try and think about it. Is your boat crowded? And just imagine that right in front of you, just some meters away from you, there's a storm brewing. What do you think will happen? Who can you call? Who do you have in the boat with you that can be a form of help? Do you even have anyone? Just imagine that. I want you to take a moment and be in that space, imagine what I just said, and come up with an answer. Who is in the boat with you? Who is doing life with you? Is Christ in the boat with you? Are you assured of safe landing? Are you assured of safety? Are you assured of protection, of security? Because a whole lot of us are diving into things and carrying things that all in the name of wanting to be secure, right? A lot of us are doing a lot of things, running helter skelter, trying to hold on to things that really do not have any defining moment or any defining theme at all for our lives. So ask yourself, if a storm was brewing, who can I call? Who do I have in the boat with me to call? Is there someone that I can speak to? Is there someone who is more informed, more knowledgeable, more aware of situations than I am that can be of help? Or you have no one in the boat with you, and the picture that comes to mind is that you probably might drown. So think about that. Think about that. Because sometimes the people that you have in the boat with you might not necessarily be the people that you need. And then also, there's also the category of people who do not have anyone in their boat, and then they also need people to get on the boat with them. That can be a form of encouragement. Or the people in the boat with you, what do they represent? Who are they? When the storms of life come at you, what do they stand as? What do they help you as? Do they speak criticism to you? Now, there's constructive criticism, right? And then there's just criticism that really will not help you resolve anything. So ask yourself, these people that I have in the boat with me, what do they represent? Who are they? What are they doing in my boat? And also ask yourself, is Jesus in this boat with me called life? Because really, it really desires to do life with you. So I'll give a story, and it's something that I always like to do, share, because I believe that my life is the first, point of contact for everyone listening in. And I can't just come on here and start telling you things that, I do not experience or are very abstract from, what I'm trying to speak to you about. And I remember clearly one day I've been feeling so lonely, and all of that, and, just really all up in my feelings and all of that. And I remember just sitting by the window and staring out, looking up, to the sky. And I heard, I am with you. Let me do life with you. Allow me to life with you. And that was a humbling moment for me, because I just thought about it. Imagine the king of the universe in the boat with you, doing life with you. Now, that him being in the boat is not going to say that storms will not rise. Like in the story I mentioned in the Bible, right? Storms arose. The storms actually came at them like, guys, yes, I know that you've got the king of the universe in the boat with you, but I must still show my face. And they showed their face, right? Now, let's get this straight. I'm not talking about the externals, the storms and all of those things. It's a normal part of life. You're in this life, you'll have troubles. The Bible said, that as long as you're in this world, you will have troubles. But hey, this is what it says, that be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. But the question then is, how can you be of good cheer if you don't know who is in the boat with you? You can only have, be of high spirit, having hope and having faith if you're sure of who is in the boat with you. So, again, I'm going to ask, who is in the boat with you? Is the king of the universe in the boat with you? So back to the story I was sharing. So when I had let me do life with you, it was very humbling for me, because then I realized that this is why I'm always so distracted and always feeling so lonely, because I never thought of it that God wanted to do life with me, that Jesus wanted to do life with me. I just felt like He's giving me this life. I just have to do the things that He's asked me to do. I just have to do this, I just have to do that, and do this and do that, and just so filled with so many things up in my head. And at the end of the day, when all of that is done, and I feel so alone, I'm asking myself, when the lights are turned off, when the world is asleep, who do I have in my boat? When storms come raging in at times that seem very ungodly, who do I have in the boat with me? Who's doing life with me? Ask yourself this question. Just think about it. I bring you good news. Jesus wants to do life with you. He wants to be involved in your day-to-day activity. He wants to be involved in your weekly activity. He wants to be involved in your every minute, everyday decision to do life with you. That when storms arise, when things that are meant to break you, things that should maybe take your life, come running and rushing in, that is someone that can speak to that storm and say, hey, peace be still, I'm here. Peace be still. So this is a call, and this is a reminder. If you're already having me in your boat, great. That is just amazing. This is just a reminder for you then to be aware that He's in the boat with you. Now, if you've not got Him in your boat and you've been doing life alone, this is an opportunity for you to just take a minute and just ask Him, Lord, would you ride life with me? Would you ride with me? Would you do life with me? I can't do it all by myself. I need to ride with you. Ride the storms with you. I need to ride through the storms with you, Lord. So again, I ask, who is in this boat called life with you? I hope that you've been encouraged. I hope that this speaks to your heart. I hope that this informs you to see that there's someone who wants to get in the boat of life with you, and you are assured of safe landing, and you are assured of getting to your destination, irrespective of the storms and the challenges that come your way on your journey to getting to the desired destination, right? I hope that this cheers your heart up. I hope that you're encouraged. Until next time, my name is Mary Ajabi, and this is There to Live. Thank you.